and to shake things up.
Over here, if you please. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes.
Indeed.
This is an outrage! Look. As long as you...
So, you'd make a fool of me, would you?
This can't be how it ends.
What a shame.
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
I'll not stand for this.
We have reached our destination.
I do not believe you have a right to be here. Greetings. Now, where was I headed?
This is quite a quandary.
Pray in ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. I haven't the words. 'Tis simply a masterpiece. I shall be honored to pass this on to future generations. Let us give a thunderous round of applause for Master Fulvio, who has granted the world an unparalleled gift. And for the good Arisen, who aided him in his noble venture.
What a marvelous sculpture! The finer details are no doubt owed to our use of the Medusa's head. Indeed. My own master and I failed to craft any plan so ingenious, and the result was markedly inferior.
Not without its charm. I'm strong and my mind sharp.
Would you mind coming over here?
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mine.
Let me get that.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Nattering all day. Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? You would procure it yourself. In that case, might I trouble? The slums are a bane to the body's humors. We do what we can with what little we have. but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tellers, Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander the world a night.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you. You wanted to ask me a favor this... So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very...
I'd sooner stay out of battle. Where it is.
Over here, if you please.
I'd sooner stay out of battle. Where it possible.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melve seems... She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of...
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes. Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be... I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with...
The lands are... It is not only poison the plants in...
Tight. I'd get just about anyone.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
I have a feeling there's good coins to be made here.
There's been talk of a mysterious structure rising from the... I'm not sure what to make of it. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. Look as long as you think.
Wish that would slow down.
Living's hard, but dreams are free.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
Well then, I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. I only hope I've not forgotten any... You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about
like to sparse up when people shall resist.
Best check my stock before a customer comes along.
I'm in fine press.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Look, as long as it's
I'll feel a sight better once back.
We must rest. Though our foes were familiar.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Look, as long as you please.
I could use it. I'll try all I might. I can't get so
Still waiting on that report.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Oh, sir. The young... I beg you, find him and bring him safely home.
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melvin's search for him. I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Quite the predicament. Beg pardon, see? A friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see couldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very...
Never mind what they say. I'll hold my head high.
I've stripped you to the siege whence I've set my affairs.
Would that spend all day?
Such quietude is a blessing. Fancy a cat. Feels eerie. I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can... Ah, but only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to... Yet, at times, perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into our care.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You're welcome to stay a while. Why not rest your weary feet? Impressive.
Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Come on, then! Where the fighter? Their ilk are deadly at close range.
Careful now.
It's one thing. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better us.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it. We're here, Master.
I fear I'm poisoned. I fear I'm poisoned. Please, you must help me. Thank you. Never did I dream those plants were poisonous. I suppose I was rather careless. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
Master Sebastian ought to be safe now, but shall we look in on him at the manor all the same? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
This ox cart's back. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer.
Crossing me. It's the
You
last
feared?
fight.
You should be.
You have my protection. Well done.
Here, asking for it.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off.
We have reached our destination.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Those new recruits barely lift their swords. Such quietude.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young...
Thank you, Diana. 'Twas a hard journey. But I found what I sought. I only hope Mother will be...
A blue sunbright.
Oh, no. Rather rare, though. And particularly to Melv. I'm
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say?
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh,
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress...
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home...
All this racket! What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. Just do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about, though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
I cannot say whether our path was the right one, but there's no changing it now.
someone do aught about this?
Oh, goodness arrest. Your duty to see this peace protected.
All this quiet makes me come more anxious.
These smart backs.
I've no time to be social. I've too much.
Sets my focus.
Spot for a kiss.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that soap after all. There is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. Come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a...
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was... He told me he was feeling better. That he'd be well enough to leave anon. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I spend my days in quiet reflection. How extraordinary.
Got something for me? I've not got food. Thanks.
I fear I've much to attend to. I owe you a great debt.
Mine is life.
I fear I've much to attend. You are most gracious.
My days are terribly confusing.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce, and none of the other sisters are permitted entry, including Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all, and yet... a part of me is afeared for them.
How do you do?
I know so little of this world. Myself.
Bit quiet.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement, and none save the abbess can enter? If the Gracious Hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? Oh, you've my thanks. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do, should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
You have my support.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Well said.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
No sense dwelling on what
Tis my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
I get along with everyone.
I must be grateful. At least I have a full belly.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
No one's coming to my rescue. This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
Any chance to be alone is a welcome one.
Such quietude is a blessing. Would that all my days.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could.
No. Working this field, all I know is I'm not stopping.
Must be air virtuous.
My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace. If I...
I'd better leave.
We've got goblins!
We must remain vigilant. Pray, light your lantern, Master.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Ort fell from the knees and breathed up. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
We trounced our foe, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves.
That was a skillful bit of thinking. You do your vocation proud.
Master. We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
That was certainly worthwhile.
What in the world?
If we've a destination in mind, a Noxguard will get us there with little effort.
They are capable allies on journeys near and far. A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Get back here.
I shan't let them harm you.
Here we go again.
Don't
want
to.
Let me get that.
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked.
Methinks we've found all there is to discover here.
Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength.
A good meal makes one appreciate those to share with.
impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Should be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Right you are. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward. For a rigorous search.
You have my protection.
That was scrumptious. I near feel as if I've been reborn.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This Oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
The work of goblins, mayhap?
Careful now!
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there? 'Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
By your leave.
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
We cannot break it from this side.
I understand. Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Stay with me! Risen. Wait a moment.
Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Now there's a way in. There. There's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
Right you are.
Wolves, faster!
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed. Has been drenched. You have my protection.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial.
I knew that I could count on your strength, Arisen.
is our first time here. Be vigilant. We do not yet know what to expect.
Try not to lag behind or stray too far ahead, lest we lose sight of each other.
Barely. I'll do anything.
During my travels beyond the Rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we've left.
We are under attack!
To victory are myriad. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
There's no spice as savory as eating outdoors.
Indeed. Here's hoping this remains our usual fare. I have naught but gratitude for our master, treating us to victuals so toothsome wherever we go.
I was just thinking that.
At once, Master.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look.
I never would have expected to find a cave in a place like this.
It's an exciting discovery, and we ought not to lose our heads.
Let me get that.
It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
One of my abilities could bridge this gap. Might I be of assistance? We can travel wheresoever we please.
It is not an item to be squandered. Have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be of aid.
My thanks, truly. I hope only to be of assistance.
To heal ourselves.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discovery.
Leave an opening. Focus your attacks. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Understood.
just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Be on your guard. There are innumerable... corners where an enemy might conceal themselves. Keep your eyes peeled.
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I'll like...
Anything might lurk in these depths. We would do well to be prepared.
Keep stout of heart and clear of mind.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
It's fierce fire's fury. You have my protection.
trounced our foe well and true. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
I've just had a thought. Have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen? Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
You have my support. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. I trust we've all inspected our equipment.